everyone, thank you for checking out my channel and for clicking on this video. If this is your first time watching on my channel, my name is Nanette. I am the creator of Do What You Love by Nanette. I am a hotelier by profession and a succulent lover. I make videos that are specific to succulents with a big focus on care guides and propagation. In today's video, I'm excited to actually show you the two ways of propagating. The first one that I will show you is propagation through water, which I actually don't do a lot. And the second one is propagation through cuttings. This, I know for a fact, is my favorite. And if you've seen my previous videos, I'm all about propagating through cuttings. First, let's define the word propagation. Propagation simply means multiplying your succulent creations, except that it is very cost effective. Let's dive in and start with our water propagation. What do we need for this type of propagation? We need a jar with a rain or distilled water. If your only option is tap water, make sure you let it sit for 48 hours first. This way we can allow the salt and chemicals to evaporate first. And why is that, Nanette? Because having the salt sit in the soil will cause problem over time. And then fill up your jar just 1.5 inches away from the mouth. A clear jar with a lid is highly recommended for this type of propagation. I personally like to use a mason jar. To be honest, it's whatever you choose as long as it's clear so that the sunlight can pass through. We will also need this plastic wrap to cover the mouth, and I'll show you later. I'm actually excited to show you what we got going here. You know what's the best part? I actually ignored this jar for at least 3 weeks. Maybe I didn't even realize that I have this going. I woke up yesterday morning and was blown away by the result. Look how beautiful these babies are. They formed a mini rosette. This is one of the most amazing things about succulents. Their ability to propagate not only through cuttings but also from the leaves. Those water roots that you see are very fragile, and therefore it is normal for them to die during the process, so it is best to gradually introduce soil. So now let me start from scratch and show you how to propagate succulents in water. Rule number 1, we need to choose healthy leaves so we can be assured a high success rate. Make sure the leaves that you're going to use are not ripped, damaged, or dehydrated. These leaves are great examples. I have a simple trick to guarantee a clean cut. Wiggle the leaf back and forth until it releases. I barely or almost never ripped my leaves. Oh wait, let's grab this pot here because I truly want to show you how I do this trick. Grab the tip of your leaf and gently wiggle back and forth. Just like this. There you go. It's a clean cut. Also very important, allow your leaves to callus over just like this. At least 2 days so they don't attract bacteria from your soil. We're almost done here. I can imagine some of you are wondering, I thought we don't want succulents to sit in water. The reason why succulents don't rot in water is because they are not exposed to bacteria, fungus, or pathogens that are present in soil. That being said, succulents really do not hate water. They are just susceptible to root rots due to pathogens present in the soil. Let's shift over to propagation through cuttings. And this beautiful Graptoveria is what we're going to propagate today. I love the light purple color of Graptoveria and the thin layer of white powder on their surface. These two are almost identical. and I propagated this one. This big beautiful rosette was here, and these two babies were here. I cut them off 2 days ago, air them out so they can callus over, and here they are. So now let me show you really quick how I cut them off. So you need to use a really sharp knife so you can cut them off gently and effortless. And of course, pluck off some leaves before you air it out. Anyway, a little bit about Graptoveria. They grow in mild temperature in the spring and fall. And unfortunately, they cannot resist extreme cold. So if you don't live in the hardiness zone 9 to 10, you're better off planting them in a pot as opposed to directly in the soil. They actually have a tendency to become dormant when the temperature is higher than 86 degrees. Anyway, let's go back to what we were doing here. So I prepared this soil in a terracotta pot. I highly recommend using terracotta pot for our succulents. They actually make my succulents healthy because the clay is porous, so water and air can pass through the sides of this type of pots. And that means your soil can breathe, which actually prevents root rot, funguses, and other diseases that occur when the soil is waterlogged. Ta-da! Here are our propagated Graptoverias through water and cuttings. I just purchased these Graptoverias not too long ago. It's $6 for this one. This nursery is not too far from where I live. This place is actually called Succulent Obsession Nursery and Garden Studio. Sabrina is the name of the owner, and it was my second time to go to her place. I will put her information in the description below. I think she offers some type of workshops. Just a quick reminder once again, make sure you have healthy leaves, not ripped or damaged when you try to do water propagation, so you can have this kind of healthy babies. I was chatting with my sister Marianne this morning and told her about my success in water propagation. We both can't believe that it was simple and really easy. Like I said, I love propagating through cuttings all the time. And before we end this video, let me show you really quick my propagation through cutting. See those two babies? They were actually from this Mother Echeveria cubic frost, and I still have two babies there. And you will see over here my aeoniums thriving and giving me so many babies. I will propagate them later. And once I gathered all my cuttings, I make sure I air them out in a shaded part, which is our front porch. All day shaded part. You don't want to expose them to direct sunlight because they're too fragile. They will rot. It just happened to my Crassula ovaras not too long ago. In fact, I made a separate video about it, and if you have time, I think it's worth watching, especially if you love Crassula ovara and if you want to propagate now that you've seen this video. And once our cuttings are ready to be planted, they will be transferred here. I love these shelves because the sunlight can actually pass through. Proper sunlight is very critical to our succulents. I hope this video will inspire you to propagate either through cuttings or through water. I also hope that I made it look easy for you. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, you can like this video and maybe hit that subscribe button. I definitely want to see you in my next video. Until next time.